Hey, what's up, guys? Scott here. This is my second YouTube video, at least my second attempt at doing a YouTube video. And for this topic, I wanted to talk about the future of Marvel and DC films. So, Marvel just wrapped up its Infinity Saga, starting a new chapter with Phase 4. And then the DC films are kind of focusing right now, since their Justice League movie was rushed and wasn't as successful as they would wanted it to be. Even though I personally really like the movie, love it even. But people, I won't even deny, you can't deny that it was kind of rushed and it was not as successful as DC Films wanted it to be. So, DC Films has brought in Walter Hamada, who's kind of the new head, or who is the new head over DC Films over at Warner Brothers. And he's kind of doing some, I guess what you call uh, finding your step again. He's refocusing DC and trying to make some good quality films that are they're still in the shared universe, at least most of them. Still in the shared universe, but each film is a standalone story. They're not all going to connect together, but they're still in the shared universe. And I kind of like that approach. So DC has kind of trying to find their footing again with making some good standalone films. Now, Marvel obviously just finished its first chapter, let's just say, first decade-long chapter with the Infinity Saga. So now they're gonna try to start a new chapter, starting with Black Widow in Phase 4. Even though obviously at least part of the movie is going to be a prequel, because if you've seen Endgame, you know what happens to her. But I do think that film is going to set up some new stuff for the MCU going forward, because it's bringing in a lot of Black Widow lore from the comics to the MCU. Because even though Natasha has obviously been there a while, we've seen a lot of her. We haven't really seen a lot of the Black Widow lore in the MCU. So this film's bringing that lore to the MCU, and it's going to set up some future stuff for that, or just future stuff for the MCU in general. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. And then we got the Eternals. This is Marvel. We got the Eternals coming, introducing a new group of characters. Shang-Chi is coming, introducing a new hero. Doctor Strange is getting his sequel, which will further develop him. Black Panther is getting his sequel. Captain Marvel is getting her sequel. So Marvel is doing a good job of the upcoming films, introducing new heroes, but also we're getting to know the newer characters that have already been introduced. We're getting to know them more, and they're getting better development with their sequels, like Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Spider-Man. Ant-Man 3 has been officially confirmed. So yeah, the newer characters that have already been introduced, we're getting more of them to develop them more. So Marvel's doing a great job with that, and balancing, introducing some new characters, and then giving more development to the newer characters they've already introduced. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that. See, I do believe that Marvel is headed in the right direction. DC has got several great stuff going. Wonder Woman has her franchise going. Her sequel is coming out very soon. The Aquaman sequel starts shooting soon. Black Adam starts filming next year. The Flash movie is in development. Excuse me. Rumor is a Supergirl movie is in development. So yeah, DC has a lot of good stuff going. The Birds of Prey are being introduced, which is Black Canary and Huntress right now. And then Harley's getting more development with that film, and she's also going to be in Harley Quinn is getting more development with that movie and the Birds of Prey movie, and she's also going to be in the Suicide Squad 2, which is just called the Suicide Squad. So yeah, DC has a lot of good franchises rolling. I really think they're trying to find their footing again, and I do think that we are going to get another Justice League movie down the road sometime. But they really want to take time to develop these characters, help us get to know them better before they try to do another crossover. I think that's the right approach. So I'm excited to see where DC is going with their films. And the way DC is doing it is they're sitting up in the DC Cinematic Universe, or the DCEU, whatever they want to call their shared cinematic universe. I don't think it has an official name, but most fans call it the DCEU, which is the DC Extended Universe. So anyway, what they're doing is they're smart. They're setting up. It's all a shared universe, but they're setting up different parts of the universe. Like Aquaman has his stuff going underwater with Atlantis. The Birds of Prey are going to be in Gotham. Oh, a new Batman is getting introduced with Robert Pattinson, who I think will be phenomenal in the role. So reestablishing Batman. They're continuing Wonder Woman's story. Aquaman still has a lot of story that has to be told. Shazam has his region, has his stuff going on. So they're putting different places of the DC lore in place in the universe. That way, when they do get around to a next big crossover, not if, when they get around to doing a crossover movie again, because I firmly believe they will, but they're not going to rush it this time. When they get around to doing their next big crossover film, it will feel a lot more natural when it comes together, and a lot more flowing well. So yes, DC is headed in the right direction with their films. I firmly believe Walter Hamada is getting them on the right track with what they want to do. So I'm very excited for the future of both Marvel and DC films because they're both headed in a really good and interesting direction, I think. Anyway, guys, I hope you really liked this video and tune again for more. I'm still trying to work out the best way to record to YouTube. I'm going to continue to do my Facebook Live stuff, but I'm going to link my YouTube videos to Facebook. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and peace out.